It's time for another adventure. Hi, I'm Memo. Welcome to my channel, where you'll find me finding treasure with this, my trusty metal detector. We're heading to the hill that you can see there behind that tree. We're going to be looking for arrowheads today, as well as detecting. Also going to show you an amazing petroglyph rock. We're going to do some interpreting, so stay tuned. Go up there, but first I'm going to head over to this area here where we can look for arrowheads. So we're up here on this hillside, and this is where we're going to look for the arrowheads. We found 3, 4, 5 here before, and let me show you what we're looking for. What we're looking for here is obsidian. Obsidian, of course, is black glassy rock, and that's what they would make their arrowheads out of in this area. So like this kind of thing. Good thing is it stands out against the white rock here. There's all these kind of flakes that we can see around. Look, here's another one. These are not arrowheads or arrowhead flakes, but that's the material that we're looking for. Here's some brown and black obsidian. That's quite common around here too. I've never found an arrowhead made out of this brown stuff, but there's always a first, I guess. You never know. I don't know, what do you think? That curious groove in it. Wondering if that was another one that was started and never finished. Maybe it was used for something else. Looks like it has been worked a little, but not much. Now that's something I've never seen here before either. Grey. Don't know if that'd be obsidian or chert. Don't think it's been worked though. Maybe wrong. I'm gonna keep that though, just for the colour. Now this one has definitely been worked. You can see it right there, where they've been taking out flakes. I don't know if this has been another one that kind of went wrong, or maybe part of something bigger. It broke off there. On the back it's flat, which is kind of curious because it wouldn't normally be like that. It worked both sides, but 99% sure that has been worked there. So still on the side of this hill looking for obsidian arrowheads. Found a few possibilities, but nothing striking yet. But look at this I just came across. This rock has steps in it. Somebody's cut steps into it. That's got to be old. You look here, look, that's been worked. See all the dimples there? That's been chipped away. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3. 3 steps would have been leading somewhere up the hill. I imagine that before there was more. A lot of these rocks have been moved because they've quarried it for this rock that they call cantera, which is like a limestone rock that they use in some of the buildings. I've never seen that before. I've been on this hill a few times. I've never noticed these steps before. Supposedly up there was a burial site. So maybe it was the steps up to that. Okay, first arrowhead, and look who found it. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. That is amazing. See how it's being worked all the way around the edge. They chip it off in layers. You just keep going round. Looks like the very bottom is missing, but the tip is there. Cool. That's amazing. Sure it is. Ta-da! Sam just found this. It looks worked. Maybe abandoned. Maybe they started it and abandoned that one. Definitely worked down that side and down this side too. So we're in a good patch here. Hopefully we can find a few more. Okay, while I'm thinking on, I want to give a shout out to Water Tank Hiker or Hikes for this idea. This magnetic clip here to keep my water tube out of the way of the camera. Thanks for that recommendation. I think I got one. Pretty sure I do. Not 100% on this one, as that indentation there. I'm thinking it was probably started and then abandoned. Looks like it's been worked around the edges and it's the right shape. Well, keep hold of that anyway and keep looking. Sam just came running down the hill. He found one. That is definitely one. Yeah, it looks like it's missing a tiny little bit off the back there, and maybe the very point. That's beautiful, that. Oh yeah, that's a real nice one. Little arrowhead there. So Pammy just handed me this. She's found one. I think it's an unfinished one. I think they probably started on this side, but look at the shape of that. That's definitely the right shape, and they probably, I don't know, maybe they broke the point off and just stopped. It's a little thick on this top end, so they probably got it down that far and realized that they weren't going to be able to finish it properly, but that is definitely worked. Basically just walking up the hill slowly, checking when you see a obsidian colour, if it's buried, you dig it out. Just make sure that it's not one. It's just everywhere, not. Sam's found another one that's snapped off there. Quite sure. I imagine it probably had a tab coming out there as well, and then went a bit thinner on that side. But that's definitely worked, and then it's just missing the point. Whoop! I dropped it. Just the fingers. Let that go. Nice. Oh, Sam, he's on a roll. Look at that one. Missing the point. A little bit off the back. That's another one. Great examples, these. Really clear. There's no doubt there. Amazing. Amazing. Sam says he's got another one. Oh, dude. Oh man, that's a beaut. You're just missing one little wing there. Oh my goodness, look at that beauty. Teensy weensy bit of the tip, and then that wing there. That is beautiful. Wow, how would they even get it that thin without breaking it? Of course, they made these by bashing a rock against it, and you chip off layers, flakes around the edge, and you work it down. Look That's amazing. Oh, if it was just had that wing on it, if it just complete. Oh my goodness. God, Sammy's on a roll. I think that's his 4th or 5th arrowhead. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just did a bit of rock climbing. And I'm gonna go down here to what I think might be a cave. There's still lots of obsidian around here. And this is where, up here is where Sam found that really good arrowhead. So we're keeping our eyes open still. Go down there, around there. See if we can get this way. Can't just go straight down. Just makes his own path. See, look, there's some more obsidian here. Check that out. What's that? No. Oh, there's just tons of it. I'm sure we're missing all kinds of things. It's impossible to see everything. Yeah, so this is what we kind of saw from up top. I thought it might be a cave, it's not. Heading over to some petroglyphs I want to show you. Now this is amazing. Let's see. Almost there. Okay, so I'm here at this huge rock, and hopefully you can appreciate it on the camera. I'll get some close-ups in a minute, but this rock is covered from top to bottom in petroglyphs, mainly spirals. You can see those spirals and double spirals, which are joined by a dip. There's circles, there's hands, handprints, and then there's a kind of a ridge, a border that goes all the way around to the top there, and in the middle, I think that's, well, I think I'm pointing right, there's a big hole. So I've heard a number of different theories about this rock. Most people though say one of two things. Either that it's some kind of sacrificial rock and that the blood would go down into this hole here. And the other thing that I've heard a lot of times is that it's a map. I tend to think that it's probably the second, that it's a map. And I'll show you why. The reason that I think it's a map is because you have this big lump here, as if that was a hill, and over that way, can't see it right now for the trees, but there is a hill that's just basically sitting in the middle of nowhere and the far end of San Marcos. Now I think that you would stand on that stone, or that part of the stone that represents the hill, and read the rest of the map. And I think that these swirls and double swirls represent the hills that are all around us, which oddly enough seem to come in pairs. And I think that the border around the rock probably marked the territory of the tribe that was here originally. Let me see if I can get close without getting on the rock. You see that? It swirls and then it dips down and goes to other swirls. And that swirls, those swirls have got a flat bottom. There's also swirls like the one over there, that have a V bottom. There's another one right there, another one above it, another one above it. They're literally all over. I don't know if you can make that out, but there's a handprint there. And they literally go all the way up. They're all over the rock, all over the rock. Swirls, lines, circles. There's handprints. I don't know if you can make that out. I'll highlight it on the screen. More swirls there. Swirl, swirl, or spiral. Right, there's a smaller spiral, two spirals together. Quite amazing. Quite amazing. Yeah, so as I say, I think that it probably is a map that was marking the territory of this tribe that was here. The swirls are the hills, or maybe where rivers go through on the valleys. There's a number of different interpretations of the individual symbols, but really is something amazing. So me and Sam are detecting a bit now. He's onto something there that might be good. Like here I found a horseshoe, which is not uncommon. There you go, something. I think what we're going to do is head up the edge of the hill there around the back. You can get pretty much up to the top by going around the back here. And just detect as we go. We came up on the very top of the hill. I have a geocache up there on that hill. And that's the way that goes over to Puerto del Coche. It's good to get on these high places because you can see where we've detected and where we haven't. I've seen that there's a interesting passage through there we've not detected. Might be worth going up there one day, having a look. Out over that way is San Felipe. We've been there quite a few times to detect. There's Sam. We detected this hill too. Found quite a few silver coins on there. And then back there too. And the hill that I was talking about that looks like it's represented on that rock with the petroglyphs is this one here. They call it El Cerro del Borrego, which is like goat or sheep hill. Not sure where that name came from. The original town of San Marcos, the indigenous people lived on the edge of this hill here. The town moved down into the valley when the Spanish took over. There's a path that goes up there, which we haven't detected yet. Well, there's basically lots of places we haven't detected yet. But, some good opportunities, some interesting adventures. Someone's got a mega signal here, coming down the hill. 80 on his Xterra Pro, give me 20, 22, 24, 26 on mine. That's a really nice signal. We've got a coin. It's a más para atrás, ¿verdad? That's a good signal. Come on, be something good, be something good. Silver coin. Too much suspense. Oh, it's a coin. Well, that's going to be a pyramid coin. Beautiful coin. Okay. No. It's a medallion. Or is it? No, somebody shot it. Look at that, somebody's put a bullet through it. It's a 20-cent coin with a bullet hole through it. It's a really nice 20-cent coin and somebody shot it. Probably practicing with it. They shot it right through the date, so I have no idea what the date is. Something 6. I think it ends in a 6. Nice find. Halfway up the hill, right by this tree. It's our first decent detecting signal and find of the day. We're heading back down now to meet with the girls. Just making our way down the hill to meet the girls, and lo and behold, right there on the surface, we got us an arrowhead. Look at that, that's a beaut, that's like Sam's. Almost identical. I better ask him, make sure he didn't drop it. It might be his. Oh, that's right, that's his one there. And the other one that looks like this, Katie found. So let's see if she's dropped it. Did you lose your arrowhead?
No.
The first one you found?
No, I got it in my bag.
No? I found one identical, look.
Okay.
Just right on the surface.
Oh, that's good.
I was like, maybe she dropped it.
Yeah, no. No, I've got mine. I just checked
Finding Mabel.
That was cute. Kathy just came over and found me.
Back over by the big rock with the petroglyphs on it. So the original name for San Marcos was Chistic. That's what the indigenous people call it, and they were tribes of the Toltecas, which was like an empire that was in this area. I think it was based in a place called Tala, which is about 60 kilometers from here, and it spread all the way, like back towards Guadalajara, all the way out to San Marcos, and probably even beyond. In the next town down called Okinawa, there's an administrative palace that they found, that they dug up, ruins. And then further back towards Guadalajara, there's those round pyramids that I mentioned in a previous video. That's at Teuchitlan. So there's lots going on in this area. Well, that's definitely a strange one. In the middle of the field, and I just found a railroad pin. I wonder what that's doing here. So they're using it to hook something on a tractor to stop it coming off or something. No railroad tracks around here. Heading back home. The rest of them already left. I wanted to check out that field at the bottom of the hill there, since it hadn't been planted. I just found that railroad spike is all, which is kind of a strange strange find for a field miles away from anything to do with trains, but it must have been there for some reason. Anyway, let's get back and show you what we found today. The arrowheads and that coin of Sam's and anything else that the girls found that they didn't tell me about. It should be fun. Been a great day, great morning. Stay tuned. So this is what we came back with today. This is my definite arrowhead I found on the hill. Here's a couple of possibly something that was started. There's a Katie's. This was the first one that she found. And she actually found this but didn't know if it was one or not. But that is definitely the point of one. And it's in the grey coloured obsidian. That's really nice, that. And over here we've got Pammy's, possible. Sam's, 1, 2, 3, 4 definites and 1 possible. He did amazing. And then down here we've got the 20-cent coin that's been shot through. and the railroad spike. Quite an amazing day. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one.